In this video, we're going to try weird and unusual nail art products. Seashell tips. I really wanted to try them, but it's really weird that this product is marketed as product for nail extensions because these nail extensions were definitely not done with these tips.
Each tip is the same size, just what you would expect from the swatch. There is a negative comment saying that it's not possible to use them for nail extensions because they have only one size. I totally get it, because the picture with seashell style 3D art they added is totally misleading. Let's try these tips how I intended to use them as the swatch. I think summer and pearl colors will look so cute on them. So it's a nice way to display your colors, definitely. I think it might be a good option for spring and summer collections to add this vacation vibe.
Black cat magnetic gel. Cat eye usually have this silver color, and when you use it, you want to have this black background and you need to apply it first. But here we already have black in it. I really like these artworks with a French smile line, and it moves depending on how you look at it. So let's try it.
Let's apply it on the tip. The consistency is medium thick, which is nice, but it feels a bit transparent. Let's magnetize it from both sides first. And then with a small magnet, we're going to create a smile line by holding it at a certain angle. The design looks so cute, but the color is a see-through, so it's like a jelly black or gray color. And that's exactly what happened when I decided to try it on the model. We applied it straight on the tip and it was so transparent, so we ended up having black background anyways. I have nothing against jelly and semi-transparent colors, they look great with certain designs, but with this exact one I think we need a dark solid black underneath, and we were able to achieve this look the same as on the picture, only when using black underneath. Even though the product didn't work 100% as expected, I totally love the final look, so I'm keeping the gel polish.
These plastic things are used for color application, whether it's nail polish or gel polish. You put them on top of your finger and it will prevent applying the color on the surrounding skin.
The kit includes 10 different sizes, so you can easily find the right match for your nail. It's better to find the one that will be slightly tight on your skin, so it is going to protect it 100%. So once I put it on, I can see that it's not really covering the skin underneath and looks like it's designed for completely flat nails, and not that many people have them. Most people have at least slight C-curve. I tried applying red gel polish and it's so hard for me to rate this kind of product because I know how to apply colors without it, and seems like it was just on my way when it finally occurred to me we can use it for slightly different purpose. In some of my videos I showed you this nail hack where I'm using a plastic clip to push back my sidewalls and to hold them in place, while I can apply gel or color without worrying, so I'm going to flood the sidewalls or the skin. But it's pretty tight, so it was painful to hold it like that for a long time. So then I thought, why don't we use this stencil for the same purpose? Because it's not as tight and it serves the exact same purpose. It's pushing back my puffy sidewall. So now I can use them for applying gel polishes, any product that can be runny and flood my sidewalls. Definitely keeping them.
French style soft gel tips. I ordered 3 different colors from different suppliers. I have white, pink and black. I really like the part that the nail bed area is transparent, which means you're not limited to a certain color and you can use any gel or waistcoat and create your own color of the nail bed.
I was about to look for matching sizes for my model. Now look at this. Her nails are not super short. I would say she has standard nails like most people do, and these nail beds are just too long for her. Since these are coffin-shaped French tip, there's no way we can adjust them, because if we file them from the free edge, the smile line will be gone. It was exactly the same story with the pink ones, and then I decided decided to try them on myself. On my thumb, I definitely have a long nail bed, but it's still not long enough for these tips. If we apply them like that, it's going to look ridiculous, so I decided to fill in this area with a nude color first. Even though my nail is not showing up anymore, I think that it looks horrible, like I had French nails like 3 months ago and now they're terribly outgrown. I have nothing against the different styles of French nails, but if the smile line is that far, I expect the corners to be much higher. The third kind with black French nails is slightly different. However, it did the opposite. It made my nail beds look shorter, which is weird, right? You never want to do something that will make you look bigger or older intentionally. But there is an easy way to fix that. I'm going to apply them further from the cuticle, so I'm definitely trying them in a real life soon.
These silicone sponges were following me in my cart for a few months now. Finally, I have them. I've seen them a lot on Chinese TikTok. They are used for ombre for lips, but now I also see them in nail tutorials.
It feels so soft and squishy, so in case this product won't work, I'm still keeping it because it's so satisfying. Let's try the ombre. I couldn't find any video tutorials, they are mostly photo tutorials, so I have no idea what the technique is, so we're going to improvise. And I'm just going dab 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 like we normally do with a sponge. It kind of worked. I intentionally didn't use glitter because that would be too easy. I also heard that these things can be used for applying chrome powder, so let's try it. Oh my god, this application was so smooth and simple because this squishy brush was like hugging the surface of the tip. Let's try a bigger one with a different color. It also feels like I need a tiny amount of chrome powder. Now it's time to learn from my mistakes. Don't go too close to the sharp edge of the nail because this is how you can destroy this wonderful tool, and this is exactly what I did. It was so soft and squishy that I poked the entire hole in the middle of it, right with the stiletto tip. I'm definitely repurchasing because this is going to be my #1 tool for chrome application now.
When I saw these scale diamond looking nails, I was like, I really want to get this look too. So I ordered this product and I thought that these are dual forms, but looks like they're more like tips, but I really hope that we will be able to achieve this look.
This is what the tips look like. The texture is on top, so the only way to add color without destroying the texture is to apply it underneath. And if you're wondering how it's going to cure, well, unfortunately, we can only use them as press-ons. Wow, it looks so cute, and I think these scales are better visible with the darker colors underneath. Let's slightly file it so the clear part on the edge will not be visible, and ouch, they're so short, I'm almost hitting my hyponychium with the file. The scales look so nice, and I'm really worried if we seal them with a top coat, they're not going to look as good anymore, but this is the only way to apply chrome powder. And later we will also need to seal it. So I try my best to apply it as thin as possible, and then we apply chrome powder, and I'm using this squishy brush. I just realized that this brush also allows you to apply it super close to the cuticle and along the side walls because it's soft and it can reach anywhere. Well, I kinda can see the scales, but they're not as good anymore. And then when we seal with another coat of the top coat, they will be definitely worse. I guess the only way we can use them is with the color underneath, but then I realized that the tips themselves, they're not even shiny. So this product probably is just not working.
A few years ago, this design was trendy. It came from Japan and it was called diamond nails because it looks like a diamond on top of the nail. And it was so hard to do this because you need to cut a certain pieces of film, then you need to place them on the nail, and it was a challenge. So I think it's really cool that there are dual forms with this exact shape. It should be much easier to use them instead.
My question is why all these cool creative forms and tips are always so short. It can barely fit on my nail again, but I think it's not only about the length. it's structured weird. So if I will press all the way to the cuticle, it's definitely going upwards. And if I don't, I will have an insane amount of product near the cuticle. Let's try it with black polygel because I think this kind of designs look so much better with the darker colors. I applied it as I would normally do, less near the cuticle and a little bit more in the center, and transfer it onto my nail. I did my best pressing the product near the cuticle, and this is what we have. Too much product near the free edge. But it's possible to take it off, and we do have the desired texture on the top. So let's try to file it a little bit, but since there's so much product on the free edge, if I will file it from underneath, they're going to be upwards even more. Even if I will be able to fix the cuticle area and then apply the top coat, I think these scales, they're still going to fade. So let's try something different. What if we take a finished nail with a pretty color like this one and apply top coat a little bit more than usual, and then use this dual form, so we will have this beautiful diamond cut in clear on top, so we will not need to seal it anymore. I picked the thickest top coat that I have, but it's still a little runny, so once I take it off, I realized that it flooded my sidewalls a little bit, and also there are some hollow spaces. I love the idea of this product, but I can't make it work, so I'm looking forward for improved versions of it.
Since I'm a nail technician since 2000s, I really like edge nails. It looks so cool. But when you use acrylic or polygel, at least you can build this special angle on top. If you use gel, it's a nightmare creating this shape because gel always wants to self-level. That's why I ordered this edge shape tips, because the foundation, the base, is the hardest thing to do in this shape. And once we have tips, I think the process is going to be so much easier.
I prefer using gel to attach the tips instead of glue. You can use any soft gel tip, then we cure it and apply some hard gel on top. Having this foundation with an edge tip is definitely very helpful when you're doing it with gel, but it's still very time consuming because I need to apply multiple layers to build in this special shape of apex on top. It took me quite a while to do all these layers, and as I was doing this nail, I thought to myself that whenever I need edge nails again, I'm definitely using a different kind of product, something thicker. However, the tips are fine. I mean, the plastic feels a little fragile and kind of low quality, but since we build the majority of the nail with the product on top, I think it's going to be fine. So I'm keeping them, and next time I'm using acrylic or polygel.
Porcelain white cat eye. I've been looking on these colors for quite a while now. I really like that they have light pastel colors, unlike traditional cat eye, because normally they have a darker, more fall shades.
I ordered two colors, purple and mint, and looks like it's so transparent. I can barely see any pigment, but once I use the magnet, it actually looks much prettier. It gives this pastel light colors jelly vibes, but imagine that would be a nail underneath. It will be definitely see-through. I suppose that if we add the matching color on the background, it is going to look better, and yes, now it's much closer to these swatches that we've just seen. Seems like green color is even more transparent, so I thought, what if we play a little, and I will add it not on the matching background but on the lilac background. This color is not completely green, it's more like between green and blue, like turquoise color, so I think it looks so pretty with a lilac background, and once we magnetize it, this is the look I really wanted. This color looks so pretty, but we still need a background, and honestly I'm a bit disappointed because this is how this color look without any background. They're very transparent, and this is what they look like with the color background.
Dry ombre spray. Doing ombre when spraying something, such as when you're using airbrush, is one of the easiest and fastest ways to do ombre, and it always looks great. So I thought this should be a great idea, doing an ombre spray. So I have a good feeling about this product.
I got neon pink color and we have a powder inside, and it looks like a spray, so I suppose we are supposed to click right here and it is going to spray the ombre. Let's create pink color fade, and oh my god, it was probably too close. Let's try putting this further from the tip. I guess it should be a similar technique when working with an airbrush. Oh my goodness, guys, have you seen this flow? I mean, this stream, I could probably paint your walls with this amount of powder. The funny part is that I was trying to press as softly as humanly possible. Maybe I should hold it on top of the tip and not even press on it, but in this case we have just sprinkles from the powder, so what's the point of having this spray if I could just take a spoon with acrylic powder on top? So I tried again and again, and the result was always the same. It was spraying too much powder. Reviews on dry ombre sprays are pretty good in general, so maybe I got a bad batch and I will reorder from a different supplier.
Let me know which product did you like the most and what else should I try in our nail lab show. Thank you so much for watching. If this is your first time here on my channel, consider subscribing, as I post nail art tutorials and product reviews just like this one every week. See you in my next one.